My name is Trevor Wong. I'm one of the worship guitar players here at Good Shepherd Church. As a guitar player, I'm definitely into guitar gear. I have a friend of mine who also is a guitar player, and he was looking for a speaker cabinet. So, I told him, I'll do the research for you. I'll look on Craigslist and see if I can find something suitable for you. So, I was looking through Craigslist and I saw this one ad for this guy selling 2 speaker cabinets. And I set up an appointment to go to his house. So I remember I was driving down 485, and as I'm driving, for some reason, I just feel like I need to talk to this guy about Jesus. And it's kind of crazy because I've never met this guy in my life. I don't know who he is. So I'm driving and in my head I'm kind of thinking about what I'm going to say, how I might pray for this guy. And, there were a lot of emotions going on. One is, I am crazy. How is this going to go? Doesn't make much sense to me. My palms were sweaty. I could feel my heart racing. So I prayed because I had no idea what I was going to do or what I was going to say. And I remember at the end of the prayer, I just basically said to God, I said, if you want me to do it, I'm just going to go for it. So I showed up at his house, and he had his guitar set up. And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, how am I going to share the gospel with this guy? It's like, I didn't know what to say. So I grabbed his guitar. I had to try the speaker cabinet out anyway. And it was an 80s pink guitar. So I did what any other guitar player would do, and I played every 80s rock and roll riff that came to my mind. And, I tried to have a conversation with him, just sort of to try to connect with him. And, we just kind of had a banter back and forth. And as we were talking, his wife peeked out from the kitchen door into the garage, and she said to him, his fever's up again. And I was like, well, whose fever's up? And he said to me that him and his wife were watching their grandson, and the grandson was sick. So I said to him, well, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. And would it be okay if I prayed for your grandson? And he was like, absolutely. I prayed for his grandson. And then at the end, I just kind of felt prompted to take it a little bit further. And I said to him, Jesus says of himself that I am the way, the truth, and the life, and that no man comes to the Father but through me. And I asked him, do you want to have the peace and the assurance of knowing that someday you'll be with Jesus in heaven? And he said, yes. I said, well, let's pray for that right now. And he said, yeah, sure, let's do it. So he recited the sinner's prayer with me. I shook his hand. I paid for the guitar speaker cabinet. I walked out with 2 cabinets, 1 in each hand. And I guess I got a little bit more than I bargained for, and so did he. So, being all things to all people, to me is about connecting with somebody on a personal level. And for this guy, it was praying for his grandson who's sick. I think that really opened the door for me to be able to share the gospel with him. What he really needed was compassion, and what that family needed was compassion. And, that was the key to being able to share my faith effectively with him.